Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about the red harvester ants of Texas. There are 12 different species of harvester ants in Texas, and the red ones are very prominent because they can be about a half an inch in length and they are big and red and you'll never miss their mounds. So they like to live in grasslands, just like the ones behind me, and their mounds are big dry patches in the ground. It's a circle. A mound about a year can have a diameter of 8 inches, and then 5 years is 39. And the older they get, the bigger they get. So let's go take a look at those. Here's an overview of a young ant colony. It is not very big in diameter, but if you look, you can see there's a pathway that leads right over here to a bigger ant colony that is a lot older and a lot more grown up than the first one. If you take a close look, you can see that right over here where all the ants are gathering is where their entrance to their colony is, and you can tell because of all the debris that is built up around it. Their colonies can be about 6 feet in depth. The burning question is, why should we care about these ants? We should care about these ants because they make up 65% of the Texas horned lizard's food. As the ants decrease in population, so are the lizards, which are already endangered. I just mentioned that the ants are decreasing, so what is happening? There's a few things: predation, pesticides, and competitive exclusion. So here's another young ant colony. This colony can be taken over by fire ants. How does that happen? The fire ants find the forage areas that the red harvest ants go to, and they will take all of their food, which will lead to the starvation of the colony. What can we do to help save these ants? So the first and foremost thing is just protect them. There's not much you can do about the breeding because there are so many ants that make up the colony, but you can make sure the fire ants stay away and you constantly have forage for them. So they like Texas native plants. So if you plant a Texas native garden or just even some grasses in the winter, that will help tremendously. Now, the funny thing is, if you lay out a pile of seeds, they won't go and get them until the next morning because they have to make sure someone goes and checks them out and deems that they are good and safe for the colony. If you do notice that fire ants have been around your colony, don't kill the fire ants with a chemical or pesticide. Use an at-home remedy or things you can find at your local nursery that prevents fire ants. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned something about the red harvester ants and what you can do to help.